Hey, what's up creative people? The AI race is heating up again. Just when it seemed like Nano Banana and Seedream held the crown for the best AI image generator, a new challenger arrives. Qwen Image Edit 2509, released just a few days ago. It's already been called the Nano Banana killer, the Seedream killer, and the top image editing tool right now. Well, today I'll compare all three using the same prompts across 10 different categories: scene composition, style changes, object removals, ad creation, and so much more. The goal? To see which handles complex practical tasks the best. Stick around to see the winner and check the article link below for full prompts and the final result. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay Hernandez, founder of jzcreates, where we dive deep into the latest AI creative tools and show you how to use them to level up your skills as an AI artist. If you're passionate about creativity, tech, and pushing the limits of what's possible with AI, make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Also follow us on social media for daily inspiration and amazing creative content. I'll see you there. Okay, so for this test comparison, we ran each model through a variety of real-world creative tasks designed to mirror the types of challenges that agencies, brands, and creators face every day. Instead of focusing only on simple benchmarks, we pushed the models into practical scenarios that tested both their technical precisions and creative flexibility. Let's get into it. Test number 1 is the pose change accuracy. This test explores how well different image models handle changing a subject's pose while keeping the rest of the photo consistent. The challenge is about precision, altering body directions or gestures without distorting key details like background, lighting, or realism. Here's the image and the prompt. Make this woman look at the camera while holding a sunflower towards the camera. Qwen nailed my prompt the best. She's looking straight at the camera and the sunflower is being held directly towards me, just like I asked. It feels like the exact moment I had in mind. Also, the overall environment was kept exactly like the original image. For Nano Banana's version, she is making eye contact, but the flower isn't really being held. It looks to be placed in front of her. That makes it feel only halfway there. Also, the background change and the rows of sunflowers look more symmetrical. For Seedream's version, she is also looking at the camera, but the sunflower isn't being held out in front. It's closer to her chest. That misses the towards the camera part of the prompt. So for this first test, Qwen takes the win. Next is the camera angle shift. This challenge tests how well different image models can change the camera perspective without breaking the overall look of the scene. The goal is to see if the models can create a convincing angle shot while keeping the subject natural and the background consistent. Here's the image and the prompt. Change the camera view to a high angle shot so the person is looking directly at the camera. For Qwen's version, the person is looking at the camera, but the angle is not high, it's more straight on, so it doesn't satisfy the high angle requirement. Nano Banana's version, the shot still looks like a low angle perspective. Similar to the original, she isn't looking directly at the camera either, so it misses both parts of the prompt. Nano Banana failed at this. For Seedream's version, this one follows the prompt the best. The camera view is clearly shifted to a high angle shot, looking down on the person, and she is making direct eye contact with the camera. So for this test, the winner is Seedream. Next, we have branded product set design. This challenge tested how well the image models could take a single logo and expand it into a full branded product shot. The key was not just variety, but also keeping the colors accurate, the style modern, and the layout realistic so the final visuals look like a true brand presentation. Here's the logo image and the prompt. Refer to this logo. Create a set of visual designs for a clothing brand named jzcreates. The products include packaging bags, hats, cards, wristbands, cartons, and lanyards. The main visual color is red, with a simple and modern style. On Qwen's version, while it includes a wide range of items, the red feels slightly off from the original logo color. The layout also looks a bit more like a template than a natural brand set. For Nano Banana's version, it falls short. Since it only provides a single shopping bag, it doesn't meet the prompt's request for multiple branded items. Seedream's version, the red tone stays true to the original brand color and the items are laid out in a realistic, professional way that feels authentic to the brand. It strikes the right balance of variety and presentation. So the winner here is Seedream. Up next, we have object replacement. This challenge tested how well the models could replace one object with another while keeping everything else in the image intact. The goal was to swap the trumpet for a saxophone without breaking hand placement, body posture, or realism, showing which model could make the change look the most natural. Here's the prompt and the image. Change the trumpet to a saxophone. On Qwen's version, the saxophone is there, but it doesn't look fully natural. The positioning feels a little awkward and the details aren't as convincing. For Nano Banana's version, the saxophone looks accurate with proper finger placements, natural hand positioning. Even though the saxophone is a little bit smaller, everything feels well integrated and realistic. For Seedream's version, the saxophone looks very detailed, but the man is missing an arm. Look at it, which completely takes this image out of the race. So Seedream, you failed at this. And the winner here is Nano Banana. Next up, we have object removal. This challenge tested how well the models could completely erase an object from a scene while keeping the environment natural and consistent. It wasn't just about deleting an object. It also came down to handling tricky details like reflections in the glass and making sure the background felt seamless and believable. Here's the image and the simple prompt. Remove the bicycle. For Qwen's version, the bike is mostly gone. The pole area looks awkward and not as polished. The reflection in the window is also left untouched, which makes the edit less convincing. For Nano Banana's version, the bicycle is completely removed and the background looks clean and natural with no major artifacts. The only drawback is that the reflection of the bike in the window is still visible. So it isn't a perfect removal, but it's pretty good. For Seedream's version, the bike is removed and it did a great job cleaning up the reflection in the window, which makes the scene more realistic. However, it left the rope on the pole, making the edit feel incomplete overall. So for this test, Nano Banana is the winner. Next, we have style transformation. This challenge tested how well the models could take a real photo and completely transform it into a Pixar-style animation. The key wasn't just adding cartoony faces, but reimagining the whole scene, characters, lighting, and atmosphere, so it felt like a frame straight out of an animated film. Here is the image and the prompt. Change the style to Pixar animation. For Qwen's version, it partially converts the faces into a cartoony look, but the bodies and background remain too close to the original photo. It feels more like a face filter than a full Pixar transformation. Also kinda scary. I'm sorry to have posted this. Nano Banana didn't even get out of bed for this challenge. It barely changes the style at all. The image looks almost identical to the original photo. It doesn't deliver the Pixar effect that the prompt asked for. Seedream's version, this one clearly wins. It fully transforms the photo into a full Pixar-style animation, with both characters looking like they belong in an animated movie. The colors, shading, and details feel polished and true to the Pixar aesthetic. The winner is clearly Seedream here. Up next, we have text replacement. This challenge tested how well the models could replace text in an image while keeping the style, texture, and realism of the original. The goal was to swap out the word naturally, so it looked painted onto the sign, not digitally pasted on top. Here is the image and the prompt. Change the text to create. For Qwen's version, the text is changed correctly, but it doesn't blend into the wood as smoothly. It looks a little too digitally overlaid compared to the other versions. For Nano Banana's version, the word create looks clean, well integrated, and matched to the original style of the sign. The wood texture and paint look natural, as if the sign was always written this way. What I love about this version is the subtle paint, weathered and distressed, revealing the brown wood underneath. For Seedream's version, it's also very strong. The word create is clear and bold, but the outline is more rough and the shadows are not quite there. Still a good generation overall. For this test, the winner is Nano Banana. Next, we have scene composition. This challenge tested how well the models could take two separate people and convincingly place them together in a new scene, in this case, at a wedding altar. The key was not just merging them, but transforming their outfits, environment, and body language, so the final result looked like a real moment rather than two images patched together. Here are the two images and the prompt. Place these two people at an altar, getting married. For Qwen's version, while it did place the two at an altar, it didn't change their clothing into wedding attire. They still look like they're in their casual outfits, which doesn't fit the getting married part of the prompt. For Nano Banana, it places the two people at the altar in a realistic wedding setting, with proper attire, lighting, and environment. The scene feels complete and natural, as if it were a real photo of their ceremony. For Seedream, this version is also strong. The altar and ceremony look convincing, but the pose feels a bit staged, and the composition isn't as seamless as Nano Banana. Also, the characteristics of the male changed very slightly, so that takes it away a little bit. The winner here is Nano Banana. Next, we have ad creation and branding. This challenge tested how well the models could transform a plain product photo into a fully designed advertisement. The goal was to combine dramatic backgrounds, special effects, and strong typography into a polished ad that not only followed the text instruction, but also felt like something you'd actually see in a professional sports campaign. Here is the input image and the prompt. Make a cool ad for this shoe. I want the background to be storm clouds, lightning flashes, and the shoe is electrified with energy. I want the header to say electrify your run, and the subheader to say forged in lightning, built for unstoppable energy. Qwen had a strong attempt, but the electricity effect around the shoe looks a bit flat and pasted on. The text design looks very basic and quickly slapped on, not ideal for ad creation or branding. Nano Banana looks amazing. The design nails the energy effect, the shoe looks electrified, the angle is different, the storm clouds add drama, but there is a typography error here. Can you see it? This automatically disqualifies it. For Seedream, the background and shoe look great. I especially love the electrified lightning effect at the bottom of the shoe. It blends really well with the overall design. My only concern is with the text. I would have preferred the header in all caps, and the subheader is quite hard to read as it blends too much into the background. For this round, the winner is Seedream, only because Nano Banana had that typo. And for our final test, we have the emotion change test. This challenge tested how well the models could take one neutral portrait and generate a full set of distinct emotions. The goal was to produce clear clear and believable expressions without blending them together or making them look unnatural. Here is the image and the prompt. Give me a set of 4 images with different emotions: happy, sad, laughing, crying. For Qwen, the set attempts different emotions, but they don't come across as strongly. They all seem to be sad or crying. She is also looking off camera, which makes this generation less appealing. For Nano Banana, at first glance, it looks solid, but the happy and sad images are almost identical. The laughing expression also looks mixed with crying, which makes it less clear overall. For Seedream, it conveys all 4 emotions more clearly than the others. They also look very natural and authentic. Even though the last image is zoomed in a little too much, the expressions themselves are distinct and easy to read. The winner in this challenge is Seedream. Out of the 10 different tests, the winner by a slight margin is Seedream. It came out on top with 5 wins, followed by Nano Banana with 4 wins, and Qwen with 1 win. Sorry Qwen, not today. Seedream showed its strength in branded product placement, emotional clarity, and polished, professional-looking outputs. When creativity, flair, and realism matter most, it's the go-to choice for generating visuals with style and impact. Nano Banana consistently delivered the accurate and practical edits, excelling at object removal, text replacement, and creating clean, natural results. Qwen, while less polished, proved useful for quick pose changes and straightforward edits. That's my video for today on the latest AI image generator showdown. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If this deep dive comparison helped you understand which tool fits your workflow, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more AI tool reviews. If you want to see the full breakdown, I'll leave the link to the article down in the description so you can read the complete details, view all the images and prompts. While you're there, check out my other articles, including the ultimate comparison between Nano Banana and Seedream. Also, be sure to follow us on social media for daily AI creative content. We post a lot of amazing AI videos that can inspire your creativity. And if you're a brand looking to integrate AI creative into your campaigns, check out our AI creative services. We'll help you create visually striking content that will wow your audience. If you want to see who wins between Nano Banana and Seedream, click the video on the screen for the ultimate comparison review. Thanks again for watching, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next AI breakdown.